9 touchdowns, scores in 8 consecutive possessions. A dominant home opener for Notre Dame with their highest point totals in a home opener in Irish football history. Kyle Hamilton, the freshman, his first game in Notre Dame Stadium with the pick 6, got the scoring party started. And then it was youth, it was experience, it was former walk-ons, it was captains. It was every part of the Irish roster contributing to a win for Brian Kelly, who spoke with our Catherine Tappan.
Coach, 66-14, the final tells one story, but how would you characterize your team's win today?
Well, again, I think defensively, taking the ball away early allowed us to kind of get in a little bit of a rhythm. We started slowly offensively, and I think we found ourselves, and that's what we've been waiting for. Ian got into a great rhythm. We had a number of different young playmakers step up. I thought Chase Claypool, again, shows why he is a big-time playmaker. Once the ball is in his hands, he runs angry. He gets the ball and really does great things after the catch. So, finding some of the younger players in this game was important for us as we go into, great competition with Georgia and, other teams on our schedule. So it was really important for us to figure out some things in this game, and I think we did that by the play of some of the younger players that hadn't shown themselves before.
You mentioned a slow start to this game. Can you play this style of football next week in Georgia and come out with a victory?
Yeah, if we put up 66 points, we could. I think the slow start is really trying to find out who we are, and I think it's clearer who we are in terms of those playmakers, and now we can kind of plug them in. This was really about trying to find out who those guys were, and we weren't sure who they were. Now that Ian knows who the guys are and how we can really employ them within our offense, I think it was pretty apparent what we can do with them. So that's why I think going into the third week now, you're going to see an offense that can play a lot more consistently and a defense that, can take the ball away.
Coach, thanks so much. Congrats on the win.
Thanks, Catherine. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Catherine. With Doug Flutie, we're such a wanting society. Week 1, it was Notre Dame didn't really look all that impressive. They won by 18 on the road. Here they score 66 points, and you're asking questions, but you have the football eye. Week 1 to week 2, did you see significant improvement in this team?
Absolutely. And then number 1 was Ian Book at quarterback, being comfortable right away. I thought he had quiet feet early. It took a little while for the offense to kick it in and get going. The one aspect I was worried about is that short yardage situation, when you time to drive the football, they really didn't. They needed 2-3 yards versus a tough defense, and they got stuffed a couple times. And that's the part of the game that you hope is there next week. Defensively, from the get-go, defensive ends pressure on the quarterback, they looked like that from the get-go last week as well. A couple assignments missed, but they're going to be dynamic and cause some turnovers because of pressure. The big challenge will be stopping the run next week.
I thought Brian said something interesting to Catherine, identifying who the playmakers are when the lights were on, but Ian Book has to get them the ball. Take us through Ian Book's day, which got better once he got into that rhythm.
He's a point guard. Distribute the football, move it around, and I think this was the throw that got him rolling. He took a shot, stuck it in there on a comeback. Now, he was comfortable from the beginning, but that one gained his confidence. This was an easy post route, so followed up, and he nailed it. He didn't miss a throw after that. This one falling away and dropping it over. Those are the types of throws. He's going to have pressure in his face next week. He's got to make tight throws. He started trusting his guys and just putting it up in a good spot for him and just distributing the football.
And he spoke with Catherine Tappan after the game.
Ian, a lopsided victory for you guys this week. How did your performance measure up to your expectations for what you wanted to do today?
As an offense, we were really happy. We spent this whole week talking about focusing on the process and not the outcome. And I thought the guys did a great job today. I thought the coaches had a great game plan for us, putting us in the right spots. I'm just really happy. Just really happy that we had some younger guys, be able to get in there and make some big plays for us. It was huge. So it was good.
At what point did you feel like you were able to settle into this game?
I felt comfortable in the beginning, and that was one thing I really wanted to focus on this week, was just trusting everybody and getting the ball to the playmakers. That's my job, and that's what I really focused on. And I'm just happy with the offense, and big shout out to the O-line. Thought they did a great job today protecting me, and excited to move on to next week.
And next week is a big opponent, Georgia. What areas of improvement do you guys need to do this week to get ready for that game?
We just got to focus on ourselves, keep doing what we're doing, practicing hard, and we know the coaches, again, are going to put us with a great game plan, and just do what we do. Focus on the small details, and we've been waiting for this game for a long time and can't wait for it. It's going to be awesome.
Ian, thanks so much.
Awesome, thank you.
I think all Notre Dame fans, college football fans, have been waiting to see Notre Dame. Never been to Athens to play Georgia. What are you looking forward to the most in that game, Doug?
The physical nature of it. These two matched up and going at it, real football. The first real test for Notre Dame. Georgia, they run the football, and they've got a young freshman wide receiver, Pickens, that's just picking the ball out of the air, making plays left and right, and a heck of a quarterback in front.
Should be a great scene in Athens as Notre Dame goes to visit Georgia. And then in 2 weeks, the Irish are back here in South Bend to play Virginia. 3 consecutive home games we'll have for you on NBC. Dominating performance from Notre Dame. Contributions from all over the roster. 66-14 win over New Mexico in South Bend.